So, I just want to rant on something a little bit. I'm not going to name any names of any of the people I'm going to speak about, nor of the company this is in regards to. So, as of yesterday, I will not be starting my training on the 8th of next week. Why? I've been through 2 different recruiters, and somehow I'm the bad guy because I didn't take their bullshit towards me. Me purposefully being ignored. I reached out. Okay, the first one I reached out because I could not finish up my electronic paperwork. I was having a problem with the electronic paperwork. Now, I had emailed her like 3 days in a row. I stopped because it's like, I'm not trying to harass her because I'm not the only one. She's probably dealing with other people else or whatever. 3 days lapse in time after that. About 3 or 4 days. And what I did is I kept calling the talent acquisition line for this specific company. Okay? Kept calling them. Not obsessively, but like, in between the time I finally got some kind of feedback from this lady, my first recruiter, it had already been like about a week. And within that week's time, I called their line about like twice. Trying to get them to reach out to her so she could reach out to me. And finally, when that happens, because she's fed up because I have a problem. And also with the last email I messaged her, I was like, what'd I tell her? I was like, I figured out my problem, no thanks to you. And then she wanted to turn around and respond to me. So because I turn around and get a tad bit nasty with you, it's a problem. But it was no problem for you to just purposefully ignore me though, right? So then this lady calls me, trying to so-called find out what is going on with the situation. And really, that was full of shit too. Why? Because according to her, I should have been nicer. Bitch, I didn't cuss at her or nothing. I kept reaching out to her, but I'm being ignored. And yet I'm not supposed to be mad about that. I was supposed to just let it just go as is. Bitch, you got me fucked up because your worker isn't doing her job. So I'm the person who's at fault for getting a bit nasty with her at the end. So I'm the one who's according to her, I was being unprofessional. And it's like, so is it unprofessional for her to fucking ignore me though? Is that unprofessional of her to do that? I didn't think so. And then on top of what pissed her off though, is that I called her out on her shit. I was like, I can see that you have already made up your mind that somehow I'm the horrible person, bypassing that she was just ignoring me after I kept trying to get a hold of her. So she didn't like that I called her out on that. And so, of course, I was like, I can already see that you're going to place this in the whole realm of somehow I was being all kinds of entirely rude. I'm being rude to you too. When I'm not being rude, I'm just pointing out that my recruiter is at fault here. I'm not at fault, my recruiter is. Because she ain't doing her fucking job. I didn't say it exactly like that, but still. Point being. Anyways, so yeah. So then, instead of me starting on the 1st like I was originally supposed to have done, it got pushed to the 8th. Okay. So then I get another recruiter. Now, with this whole thing, I'm being taken as though I'm such a nasty, rude individual that because I'm pissed off at somebody, I'm going to take it out on everybody. So, that being the case then, my next recruiter, I would have said something rude and nasty to her. I never did because I don't do that bullshit. I can't stand that shit when people do it. Anyways, so of course, nice. Okay, now I had taken my drug screen and my background check previous to, when I had the other recruiter. So I asked the second one, since it was done like literally at that point in time, it was the last week. I had asked her if I need to take it again. I never got a fucking response back from her. But for some reason, I'm horrible for getting mad, because she's not responding back to me. I'm being purposefully ignored here, but that's not unprofessional on their behalf. So then it dawned on me, because I called like the day before yesterday, okay? I had called to, have one of her people reach out to her to get a hold of me. That didn't happen. Oh, but guess what? She responds to me after I turned around and something dawned on me. I turn around and I tell her, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to push me to where I cuss you out so that you can sit up there and so you guys can validate your so-called point that I'm a horrible individual and that I just, like to be just cussing people out. So because I caught her on her bullshit, it was a problem, and she sent it up to her fucking supervisor. Now, her and the other recruiter and the lady who called me the first time are all on the same fucking team. I don't care. Their fucking damn team lead calls me yesterday. He being on the same damn bullshit that it's all my fault. Even trying to play the whole stupid Uno reverse card shit on me. Talking about, what if it was you in this situation? I was like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on my recruiters because they are the problem. The candidate is not the problem. The candidate is not coming to you rude. Now, see, that's my thing, is that they have all these damn emails. So, you mean to tell me that in the very beginning when I was emailing them my issues, my problems, my situations and questions, and I wasn't nasty at first, but then when I get nasty, I'm supposed to be rude. I'm unprofessional. I just like to just vent and just go off on anybody. And you see, and I stopped the first lady and that guy from even thinking some shit like that. But you see, at the same time, they still thought that dumb bullshit any damn ways. Even though I called them out on that shit. Like, you can't sit up here and say that my reactionary situation to what your people are not doing makes me a horrible individual. What's wrong with taking accountability? Like, apparently, that's not a thing anymore. Apparently. So, he gonna turn around and tell me, well, it looks as though you're not a good fit. And I was like, no, I am a good fit. You just don't want to blame your people for being the fault. And then you want to sit there and take this whole situation as though I'm some kind of horrible, ugly individual when I was never ugly into anybody in the first place. Up until I got pissed off. I didn't say pissed off, but yeah, got mad. Until I had a problem or issue. Because I'm purposefully being ignored. And I like how it is. You call people out on their shit and they got a problem. So, I just want to find out if there is anything else I could do with this. Because I want to take this shit higher. Fuck the damn opportunity I lost because me calling out people on their shit. Fuck that. I got a dry spot right here. Fuck that. I'm not worried about that shit. I could go ahead and not try and grab me another job, but I'll go ahead and I'll grab me another job. I'm not worried about that. It's the principle of the situation and the unfairness of it. Because if the shit was them in my situation, they'd get pissed off too. I'm not trying to make it like I'm the only person that they have to deal with. I know that they have other people they have to deal with. But don't make the situation where I'm the fucking bad guy and I'm mad based on what your people are doing. So basically, oh yeah, and in the second one, she literally last week decides she wanted to pretend like she was out of office. And then turn around and follows up with an email stating that I still have to fill out the online paperwork. So I sent her back a message. I was like, madam, I already did that. That's already been done. So is that mean? Is that mean and nasty? Telling her something like that. But no. I like to take and carry my anger to every damn body, apparently, according to them. And I look at it like this. They just found an easy way out. For no fucking reason. Like, why can't you just blame your people when they're the ones who have fault at it for it? Why is that so hard? Don't sit up here and talk about, well, we're about accountability when you can't even be accountable for your own shit as a company. Obviously. So, I want to see if I can take this to a higher level. But I don't want to come off as harassing. That's what I don't want to do. So, if anybody can give me like some kind of feedback as to what I can do. Because I really am not trying to just take this shit lying down. Because what they did was foul and wrong and nasty. All kinds of foul and nasty. But yeah, I'm supposed to sit up there and take the bullshit for what? Because you guys are the ones supplying the fucking job? So what? I'm not gonna beg you for it. I'm not gonna be your little bitch either. Because you guys are so used to using those damn lame ass tactics with other people, and it ain't work with me, so it's a problem. I don't care beyond your superiority complex elsewhere, not with me. Don't do that shit with me. Hell no, you got me fucked up.